Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. I am hunting some Triglavians in a snipey Paladin fit I made, and I was actually intending on showing you guys this fit doing it solo, but before then I was actually just happened to come across a Hateless gaming fleet. They are doing a snipey fit as well. They invited me actually, and I just thought I would bring this ship right here. But this is actually a very cheap fleet fit for doing snipey trig hunting right here, and I'll show you guys later how to exactly do this a bit more in detail solo, but this is very basic. Tech 2, everything is Tech 2 here, just Tech 2, all focusing on DPS and range right here. So you've got these optimal range scripts, burst raters, and basically what we're doing here is Hateless Gaming is another YouTuber who does a lot of like he does a lot of PvE related activities and like mission running, a lot of Triglavian hunting, and what he does here is he has these fleets, and he's got like a bunch of people who are in the fleets with very snipey ships. So you can see all these like Nagas, Kronos with rail guns, etc, 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 and we're like parked out 100 kilometers plus from the warping point of these Triglavians. And then what it has is that there's a bunch of people here who are salvaging, and I'm not sure why they're not getting shot by the Triglavians. I think it's because they've got positive Triglavian standings. Can like grind them in Pochvan, I think. So they at least are salvaging all the wrecks here, right next to where the Triglavians are getting destroyed, and we're out here just obliterating them really hard. This ship has an MJD. When I do this solo, I use an MJD to get a bit further away. Thing is, there's no need to use this here because we're a lot closer than I would be if I were to do this solo. Because if I was solo, I'd be like 200 kilometers away, but here we're like 120 kilometers away, so we're a lot closer and we're able to do a lot more damage. And the reason is just because we have total so much damage that these guys can never get close to us. If I was doing this solo, I'd prefer to be a bit further away, just in case these small stuff likes to get close to me. But the Paladin is really nice, and the Kronos is also a very good sniping platform. You can see there's even a guy here sniping as a Kronos, and the Kronos is good, but I prefer the Paladin actually. I think just it generally speaking, it looks a bit better in terms of a ship. I think the Kronos looks good as well, but I think the Paladin looks a bit better. And also, it's not the main thing I like about it for this type of activity is that I'm able to switch the type of ammo type very quickly. Like I can very quickly switch to the ammo type to, or say, multi-frequency, Xray, whichever one is optimal depending on where I am. Because especially when I'm solo, I have to like warp out a bit, and then I have to switch to the optimal frequency type. And also just in general, when they're coming closer to us, like you can see these guys who are even closer to us, could be that I could just use multi-frequency on these guys and they'll be a bit better. So it's nice that this is the main thing I like about a Paladin for doing this snipey Triglavian stuff. You can actually just switch the optimal ammo type very easily. Very, very easily. Like it's just a flick of a button. When you're in a railgun Kronos, you have to wait a bit of time for it to reload. So it seems like this spawn, no, this is a pretty big spawn we're encountering right here. This is a pretty big spawn indeed. I've already been going on for quite a while since I started recording for you guys, so this is a pretty significant Triglavian encounter right here. I see all these Nagas. Nagas are really good for sniping. Nagas are like very cheap ships that can be used to do this as well. So there's some support DPS and very low skill requirements as well. So it's really good for alpha clones. Totally do there's an alpha clone. Snipe these guys. It's nice how you just one-shot them, quite satisfying. I've got the sensor booster, and I've got the targeting speed script so that I lock them up very fast. But if I wanted some extra range for targeting, I could just switch it to the optimal range on the targeting, so I could target very far away. Because with the targeting range script, I can target like 200 plus kilometers away. But this makes me so I lock up stuff quicker so that we can destroy them quicker here. Because since we're anyway very close, I don't have to worry at all about me needing to target far distances. Because the Paladin already has a very good targeting range. Oh, we're getting a bit of a sensor boost as well from the fleet. But natural targeting range is 147 kilometers, as you can see there. Start shooting. I think Xray is best for this range I am right now. Because it's just about within just a little bit over the optimal. Multi-frequency I think needs to be a bit closer for it to be optimal. So I'm using Xray right here, an Imperial Navy Xray L. It's an interesting thing with the short range weaponry is that their Tech 2 ammunition types provide a really big DPS boost. But if you take this Gleam, for example, the DPS boost over multi-frequency is very tiny, very tiny. You can see here, hardly any difference. So this encounter seems to have finished right now. I wonder how much they earned. It must have been a lot of ISK from there. So that previous encounter generated about a couple of 100 million ISK according to the Salvage team. So that was a lot of ISK generated right there. And this one apparently they think is going to be an even bigger one, because seems to be a thing where there's like, if there is a very big starting fleet, then the reinforcements will also be very big. We'll see here. This reinforcement fleet wasn't that big though. Snipey. Okay, we'll go back to Xray right here. They respawn very quickly. The reinforcement fleets here don't seem to be that big, so I don't think it's going to be an amazing encounter here. But I mean, it's decent size, it's moderate size. It's not like nothing, so it's alright. The Tachyon beam lasers, they have a longer reload time than the railguns, so they will be giving bigger volleys than the railguns. Can one shot very easily the little frigates. That's quite a lot of wrecks there, generated pretty quickly. Oh, there's even more. Blap, blap, blap. Look at how these guys are just getting blabbed so hard. Whoa. Yeah, the Paladin is strong, and then all these Nagas as well, just really providing so much DPS in total, just obliterating these guys. These guys can't even move a step before just exploding. Look at that. Stop blocking up that MTU. You don't want to do that. No friendly fire here. Oh, there was a Damavik that came within 80 kilometers. That's first. Not seen a single ship that's managed to get within 80 kilometers of us. Lob these frigates before they get in range. There we go. Popped. And pop. And pop. Oh, there's a graphical glitch going on. Whoa. Look at this graphical glitch. There we go. Now that's encounter's finished. Seems like there's a mobile tractor unit right here. An Orca, and then 3 Noctis all pulling in stuff. And Noctis, they're like really good tractor ships, because they've got like a boosted speed and rage on their tractor beams. Oh, there's another one, reinforcement right here. Oh, contacts. Look at these on the surprising fleets that can come in sometimes when you're not like just when you've destroyed one, then they take their new one spawns in the same location. It's quite fun. It's like when you think you're done, then oh no, another one. There we go. Now I think it's finished. So I just asked the salvage guys, and it says that they say that the reason they are able to just sit there and salvage is because they've got positive trig standing. So I was right about that one. And it's also a funny thing they mentioned to me is that if they were to somehow get ganked by players, then the Triglavians actually remote rep them, because they're like blue to them. So they'll remote rep the people who are, if they were to get ganked by like some players, for example. It's a pretty funny mechanic right there. Maybe now it's finished? No, never mind. Gonna snipe these guys real good. It's really just a case of point, click, and shoot right here. Laser beam accuracy of these Tachyon beam lasers. It's this spawn is going on for quite a bit now. Pop, 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 pop. They really like to get popped, these guys. That's a bit sad though. They just warp in on grid, get insta popped straight away. I mean, if the Triglavians were somehow able to figure out the use of maybe like an ammunition type, like maybe Mystic or something, like a really long range ammo type maybe, then they might be able to give us an unpleasant surprise. Just snipey snipe, snipey snipe. Alright, so this encounter seems to have finally ended. No, never mind, it's not finally ended. I thought it was going to end right there. Okay, now I think it's ended. Alright, we hadn't even been in Bastion for a while, actually. I think I forgot to turn it back on. That was silly of me. I was just getting so falling asleep by just pressing F1 all the time that I forgot to reactivate my siege. But there we go. So that's a bit of fleet Triglavian hunting with Hateless Gaming's Triglavian hunting fleets. The efficiency of these sniping fleets are very good. It's a bit annoying that, you know, that you have to be so many for them to be really effective, but you can actually snipe as well solo. But what makes it so good is that the salvages make the loot process a lot quicker. Otherwise, still, I like to do these solo anyway, because you don't have to split all the loot with a lot more people. But obviously here, you're able to like, do all these and do them really quickly and very safely as well. Alright, so here's another spawn. I'll keep on doing this, but I think that's enough for the video right here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.